Hi, I'm Abdi, and an awful warm welcome to the 2022 Keith TMSA Festival Prizewinners Concert, sponsored by Alec, Grant & Co. We're delighted that you can join us, be that on Facebook or on YouTube, or indeed with other folk in the blue of the night. An awful warm welcome to wherever you're watching for. This year, our competitions went virtual once again, and we're delighted that we had over 90 performance entries this year, as well as our written entries. So thank you to each and every competitor that took the time to send in their entries. Also, a huge thank you to our adjudicators who've taken the time to watch every one of the entries and to give their adjudications. We have a fantastic concert lined up for you tonight, and as like last year, we will get the adjudication for each class, followed by the winning performance. So you really are seeing the cream of the crop tonight. First of all, I'll hand over to our first adjudicator of the evening, and please welcome Ewan Brindle.
Hi folks, it's Ewan Brindle here. I'd like to thank the Keith TMSA Festival for allowing me to adjudicate this freestyle competition. Unfortunately, we did only have one competitor. With that being said, we had a nice March of Spain and Rio performed by Cassie Finlay on the pipes. So I'll give a little rundown of the performance. So Cassie started with a 2/4 march, which was Donald McLean's Farewell to Oban. And this was a good attempt at the march idiom, with the first beat of each bar being emphasised. We had some nice clean finger work, particularly the grips and birls were very good. This tune could benefit from a little bit more in lift in terms of the tempo, just to give the tune a little more life. We then went into the Straspe, and the tempo again was a little bit safe here. We could be done with just cutting those shorter notes just to boost up the snap that we're looking for in the Straspe. However, there was a good attempt at holding the strong beats, so well done there. And then into the Rio, this was flowing along nicely, particularly in the first part. As the tune went on, we could have benefited from holding on the first beat just to keep the tune grounded and steady. But overall, this was a very good March of Spain and Rio, with lots of good things happening. Now it's just about refining, taking the smaller details to improve the performance. So well done, Cassie. So Cassie is obviously our winner, so thank you, Cassie, for entering. And again, thank you to the festival for allowing me to give my adjudication. So enjoy the rest of the festival, folks, and I will see you later. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Holly Strathdee and I'm delighted to be judging the children's singing competitions this year. So I'll start with the 7 and under class. I really enjoyed listening to all your songs and was so impressed at the variety of songs that we had in the class for this, so that was just fantastic. In 3rd place, I've got Lana, who sang the Skyboat song. Lana, you've got a lovely clear voice and you sang this at a really good tempo and kept that going throughout the song, which is tricky to do, so well done. And you had lots of words to remember as well, so you did so well with this song. Well done, Lana. In 2nd place, I've got Robin. You did Wee Willy Winky and you sang this so confidently. You looked like you were having a great time performing the song. You had a lovely smile on your face and I really enjoyed the actions that you had with the song as well. And you've got a really lovely clear voice. So well done, Robin. And in 1st place, I have Isabella, who sang Lovely Stornoway. Isabella, you've got a beautiful voice. You sang this so well. You had great phrasing with this song and I really enjoyed watching you perform it because you just looked so happy to be singing and it was a fantastic performance. So well done. Well done, everyone.
Make your way to start away on the road to war and say where my thoughts return each day by lovely storm way, where the folks are truly kind, where you leave the world behind, where each cloud is silver light by lovely Stornoway. So make your way to Stornoway on the road to Oran Stay, where my thoughts return each day by lovely Stornoway.
Fit talent as competition is bracht uit. Nien meer so than in the under 13 category. Fit a job ahead trying to decide who would be the winners. Elke Byrne bracht a smile to my face. Olivia with her bonny rendition Oh My Love Is Like a Red, Red Rose, and Kirsty with her exploding micro. Sein Ethan bracht back memories of a time when I've hirpled about myself with a wee chucky in my shoe. And Harvey, Lewis and Cameron were near making me ging to the butcher's to buy some haggis. Then Ellen reminded me of the toothache. See, I listened to them all a buckle times afore I made my decision. It wasn't easy, but in 3rd place was Cameron Summers with his rendition of the address to the haggis. And just ahead of him was his brother, Lewis Summers, and he did the address to the haggis in awe. Their renditions of the address to the haggis were near identical, just a whisker atween them. So we'll Dean loons. And just pipping him into post, coming into 1st place was Ellen Larg. We her address to the toothache. It fair made me clutch my moo. We'll Dean Abadi, and I hope you'll all be back next year.
I'm Ellen Larg and I'll be reciting Address to the Toothache by Robert Burns. My curse upon your venom stung that shoots my tortured gooms along, and through my lug is mony a twang with non vengeance, tearing my nerves a bitter pang like rocking engines. I doom my beard the slaver's chickle, I throw the wee stool o'er the mickle, while round the fire the giglets cackle to see me loup, and raving mad I wish a heckle were either doubt. When fevers burn or ague freezes, rheumatics nor colic squeezes, our neighbours sympathise to ease us with pity and moan, But thee, oh hello, diseases, they mock our groan. Oh, the numerous human duels, ill-hairs, stuffed bargains, cutty stools, our worthy friends laid to the mules, sad sick to see. The chicks o' knaves are fash o' fools, thou bear'st agree. Where'er that place be priests ca hell, where'er the tones o' misery yell, and ranked plagues their numbers tell, in dread for a', though toothache surely bears the bell among them a'. O thou grim mischief-making chiel, that guards the notes o' discord squeal, till humankind have danced a reel in gore a shoe thick. Gie a' the fays o' Scotland's weal a townman's toothache.
Hi everyone, this is the Fiddle adjudication for the 12th and under section for the Keith Festival TMSA. Super section, everybody well played, very mature performances here. What I was looking for as the adjudicator was obviously the tone and the tuning towards all the pieces, how the pieces have been thought out. So for example, the phrasing of each parts of the pieces, the links between each tunes, and just the general musicality, so vibrato, if there's any position work, etc. One thing I will suggest to you, I know you're all doing it online again, but when you are doing it to the camera, make sure you're actually facing the camera. So there was a few players that you could see everybody, which was fine, but sometimes you couldn't see maybe the left hand, it was below the camera, or you couldn't see the bow hand because it was underneath the camera. And make sure your fiddle is actually side on, so you're facing the camera this way, so that as an adjudicator I can see everything, rather than maybe facing this way. And that was kind of the same across the board in all areas of the competitions. So that was the general kind of things I was looking for the placing. But unfortunately I can only get first, second and third, so we're going to start off in third place. I have placed Lexi Russell in third place. Lexi, super tune set, well done, good choice, good use of phrasing in the first tune. Your vibrato was super throughout, well done, confident playing, swingy reel. Again, maybe add just a little bit more dynamics into your playing in the sets, just to give it a little bit more light and shade. But apart from that, excellent set. Well done. In third place, Lexi Russell. Second place, I have awarded that to Bethan Wood. Bethan, again, very good tune choice. Very difficult tunes, these ones. Super posture, bow control, great use of vibrato, third position in the slow air, well done. Nice clean links between the tunes, well thought out. And again, just when you're playing, you could add maybe a little bit more dynamics into the march and the reel, just to give it that little bit more light and shade again, just to give it, enhance the performance that you already did. But in second place, we've got Bethan Wood, well done. First place, I've awarded that to Andrew Frackerson. Andrew, well done. Your playing was super. Good set of tunes, very clean played, well executed. The triplets was absolutely first class, Andrew, well done. Again, like the other ones, you could add a little bit maybe more dynamic range, just to give it a little bit more colour in your playing. But apart from that, a very mature and polished performance. So well done everybody. Thank you very much.
I'm Andrew Frackerson and I'm going to play Cameron's Got His Wife Again in the Bridge of Dee.
when I've done my work of day, and I row my boat away, down the waters o' Loch Tay, as the evening light is fading, and I look upon Ben Lars, where the after glory glows, and I think unto bright eyes and the melting mouth below. Is my beauteous ray undone, my joys and sorrows too, and although he is untrue, well, I cannot live without him, for my heart's a boat in tow, and I give the world to know what he means to let me go, as I sing ho-ree ho-row. Unroot thy lovely hair, as more glamour I declare, than all the tresses rare, tween Cullen and Aberfeldy, be thee lint, white, brown, or gold, be thee blacker than the sloe, they are no more worth to me than a melting flake of snow. His hair is like the gleam o' the sunset o'er the stream, and the songs of fairies seem like songs he sings at milking, but my heart is full of woe, for last night he bade me go, and the tears begin to flow as I sing ho-ree ho-row.
Go.
The hailing coo jock is a great gurney beast, on heaps o' broad grass he likes to feast. He plouters and skitter richt up to his belly, jock gets in a sorter and is up a smelly.
His horns are long and pint richt up, he bides in a park wi' a grumpy old tup. E'en day the tup fair annoys him sair, and you see Peer Jock's nostrils start to flare.
The farmer thinks, I'll hae to shift on beast, and says to himself, fa would annoy him the least. He finds him a bonny heifer coo, oh look, Jock is a happy loon noo.
The heifer coo, her name is Jean, welcomes Jock and wants to be his friend. Jock and Jean fair hit it off, and 9 months later they hae a wee calf.
Now Jock is a trick at healing coo, 'cause as weel as Jean he is wee Hamish too. 3 muckle great beasts, a ginger and hairy, syne Jock never gets sae moody or leery.
Well, hello there, I'm Peter Wood, and it's been my pleasure this year to be adjudicator for the accordion competitions at the Keith Festival. It's, I say pleasure, but it's been an exceptionally difficult job as well, because the standard has been incredibly high in both the sections that I've had to judge. And it's very difficult sometimes handing out a first, second, third when the competitors are so close together. But anyway, when I'm looking for, I'm sure different people look for different things when they're adjudicating, and that's the way the world goes. But for myself, one of the main things I'm looking for is somebody playing a really nice melody and controlling it, using nice technique, but also, best and most important thing, showing that they're enjoying themselves playing and quite comfortable playing. So the first results what I'm going to read out today are for the 12 and under section, and in third place was Callum Gardner, and in second place in that section was Emily Gold, and that left us with first place for Alistair Adamson. All three great performances, and I just hope you keep playing and keep it going.
So now I will move on to the 10 and under Scottish singing, and again this was a really enjoyable class. The songs that were chosen were really nice, and it was a very, very close competition for this one. So in second place I have got Anna, who sang Katie Beardy. This was sung at a really good pace, which was important for this song because it's one of those songs that can get carried away with itself, but you sang it at a great steady pace, Anna, so well done. I really liked the actions that you put in as well, and you did really, really well remembering all those words. So well done, Anna. And in first place, I've got Tia, who sang Mary's Wedding. You had a lovely, cheerful voice, Tia, which suited this song really well. You sung tunefully and at a good pace, and it was a lovely performance. So well done.
My name is Tia Ochna and I'm going to sing Mary's Wedding. Step gaily on we go, hip for heel and toe for toe, arm and roll, all for Mary's wedding. Over highways up and down, Myrtle Green and Bracken Brown, past the shield and to the town, all for sake of Mary. Step gaily on we go, hip for heel and toe for toe, arm and roll, all for Mary's wedding. Red her cheeks as Rowan's are, bright her eyes as any star, fairest of them all by far is our darling Mary. Step
come to the under 10 category. Fit a rare bunch of bairns wi' bra recitals in this category. It was a real chav deciding the order. But after some consideration, I've put Oliver Chalmers in 3rd place. Dean Oliver, that was a bra recitation o' the address to the Huggis. Then the Quines were fechting it out for 1st and 2nd, and it was gey difficult to decide atween them. But I thought she made me laugh all the way through. Molly Cole has come in 2nd place. Dean Quine. So that means that she was pipped to the post by Anna Mel. Anna, you won the competition with your recital o' the Lollipop Money. Dean lass. And I hope the hell 3 of you will come back next year.
I'm Anna Milne and I'm 9 years old and I'm going to be doing The Lollipop Man. The Lollipop Man by Hazel Addison. He stands at the corner of the street. His jacket is shin and bright. His clothes are too limey green and it fairly suits her sight. As he marches out into the road and guards the traffic to stop, till all the bairnies are across safely over with their ba and skipping rope. You'll see him there 4 times a day, through rain and sleet and snow, gripping his banner in his hand and shouting at him the way. The bairnies run to meet him as they hurry to the squeal. He sees they all get safely there and home again as well. He always has a smile upon his face and a sweetie in his hand. To get a little bairnie, whose face is awfully long. They tell him all their problems. He turns their tears into a smile. They feel that they can trust him and be their friend for just a while. He chats with father wife as he walks along the street. He gets a bit of gossip for the folkies that he meets. Mates that are locals. He'll hear news with strangers too. And before he hits the road again, he'll hear the history. He'll claim fast deed, fast merit, fast horses up for sale. But if you tell him a secret, you can be sure he winna tell. He just loves a blather, but he'll help you if he can. I'm sure you can find who he is. It's Johnny, the Lollipop Man.
Hi everybody, this is the adjudication for the junior fiddle section of the Keith Festival TMSA. I'd like to thank everybody who took part in this section, absolutely super. My job isn't to get any easier adjudicating all these bairns. For this one, what I'm looking for is slightly more involved tunes, good use of vibrato, light shade, colour, putting in dynamics, again same thought out tunes, linking the tunes, and so on. So without further ado, we'll go on with the adjudication. In 3rd place, I have put Kitty Sykes. Kitty, you had super tunes, brilliant control, ornamentation when you were playing them in the Breza Castle Grant. Maybe take a little bit more time when you're changing the tunes, so let it breathe. So when you get to the end of the tune, just and then start the next one. But absolutely super performance. Well done, Kitty. Very close adjudication here. It was really quite difficult. In 2nd place, I have put Mimi Spence. Well done, Mimi. Your tunes, again, great choice of tunes, and the tune that I haven't heard before, the Phil Cunningham tune, that's a new one on me. But like everybody else, you had super posture, nice feeling when you were playing, good use of 3rd position in the slow air. Just be careful with the tuning ever so slightly in that one. Nice control use of spray, great drive in the reel, and super use of the double stop and the ring strings. Again, very spot on performance. Well done, Mimi, in 2nd place. And in 1st place, I have awarded that to Emma Cameron. Again, bonny set of tunes, very well played, well thought out, and nice links between all your tunes, Emma. Well done. Great control on the B-swing hornpipe, very articulate playing. Again, dynamics was there. You can maybe add me a little bit more in places. Apart from that, it was fine. Super drive and swingy Peary Willy's real, very mature and accomplished performance. So in first place we have Emma Cameron. Thank you very much everybody who took part. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Emma Cameron and I'm 13 years old. This is my entry for the junior section of the Keith TMSA Festival for Fiddle. I'm going to be playing the Water Bucket by Bruce McGregor, which is a Scottish waltz, the Beeswing hornpipe, and then finishing with Peary Willy, which is a reel by Willie Hunter, who is from Shetland.
It's the results of the group category. The winners of this category made me smile from beginning to end. I was fair tricked with their recital. They did The Healing Coo by Sheena Blackhall. Twa of them were in sync a hell way through, and I could hear elky word clear as onything. Say well done to James and Grant Weir for the winners of the group category. I hope you'll keep coming back for years to come. We're needing to hear more of you twa.
The Healing Pooh by Sheena Blackcomb. Moo, 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 I'm a healing coo. Twa horns for a hat, and the winners for you. I dinna eat sweeties or scurvy or moo, 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 I'm a healing coo.
Piano, 13 and over, Kirsty Simmers. Overall, this was a lovely performance, Kirsty. Well done. Your first piece opened with a beautiful touch and a confident start to your whole performance. You handled some difficult rhythms in the melody well, and you played with excellent phrasing and with some lovely ornamentation too. Piece 2, a bold performance played with some gusto. Your left-hand vamp is tricky, and in the most part you played it well, only the odd slip in the bass note. You showed some attention regarding dynamics. The phrasing wasn't as eloquently executed as in the first piece. A greater use of ornamentation would support the traditional performance a little further. Piece 3, again, a lovely touch in this final piece of the set. Some small blemishes in the melody line were covered really well and didn't detract from the overall performance. Slight slip at the end, but you finished beautifully. It was a great performance, Kirsty. Well done.
Hi, I'm Kirsty Simmers and I'm playing the Furrow's End into Craik at Clashmore Hall and finishing off with the Meeting of the Waters.
This is Doug Hay with an entry for the Keith Competition 2022, the traditional section. It's got trumps and hackers, and here we go. I'll stand here like a glaiked sterk and pretend there's an audience here to sing to. So here we go. It's a glaiked sterk. Right, here we go. Trumps and hackers. Come a ye trumps and hacker lads and gatherers of blood. The trump the country around and round, come a listen in and and I'll tell to you a roving tale o' places I hae been. Far awa to the snowy north, sign south to Gretna Green. Now I've seen the high Ben Nevis that is towering to the moon. I've been by Crieff and Callander, aye, and by Bonnie Doon. I've seen the Nethy silvery tide, I'm places I'll to ken. Far up into the stormy north lies Archer's fairy glen. Sometimes now I'll laugh to myself and I'm dodging along the road, wi' a bag of meal upon my back, my face as brown as a toad. Wee lumps of cheese and tatty scones and bread and braxy ham. Nae thinking far of just come fae or when rin far I'm gone. Now I'm happy in the summertime beneath the clear blue sky. Nae thinking in the morning far, at night I'm gone to lie. Be it both a barren or byre, I are out among the hay. And if the weather does permit, then I'm happy a' the day. Now Loch Katrine and Loch Lomond have oft been seen by me. The Dee, the Don, and the Deveron that flows out to the sea. Signed on Robin Castle by the way, I nearly had forgot. And the reckless pile o' steens that marks the hoose of John a Groat. Well, I think I'll gang to Paddy's land, I'm making up my mind. For Scotland's greatly altered new, and I cannot take the wine. So if I should trust in Providence, aye, and Providence proves true, then I'll sing ye o' Erin's Isle, when I come back to you. Say come a' ye tramps and hacker lads, and gatherers of blood. The tramp the country around and round, come a listening and and I'll tell to ye a roving tale and places I hae been. Far awa to the stormy north, sign south be Gretna Green. Thank you very much.
My breather railway by Noah Crockett. My beaver relay is 15 years old and he's quite big compared to me. He has brown hair and blue eyes. He wants to have muckle muscles and he spends his time boxing and weightlifting. He's fairly good at football and quite a sporty type. I like to hair wrestle with him, but he turns me black and blue. He grabs me under the oxers and turns me upside down. He might sometimes be a Skinner, but he's still a rare one.
This is the adjudication for the fiddle section of the 10 and under at the Keith Festival, TMSA. Absolute super competition. I really enjoyed hearing all the videos and listening to all the bands. Great selection of tunes and really well put together tunes as well for their sets. One thing I would maybe say is, I know it's not live and you're doing it on camera, but make sure when you're playing that your fiddle, and I can see everything, so I can see your left hand, I can see your bow hand, so you're not off the screen kind of like that, or the fiddle is actually facing the camera, so the sound's coming this way rather than maybe facing that way and the sound going that way. So maybe in future, if you're doing any online stuff, just make sure that the fiddle's going that way and you're playing to the camera. Also, I know it was done at home, but just make sure your fiddle's in tune as well before you start. But one thing I did notice as well, the posture of all the players was super. So the way they hold the violins, the way they hold their bows, the way they use their bows, they're getting the best sound that they possibly can. So unfortunately, there can only be 3 placed here, so we'll go ahead with adjudication. In 3rd place, I gave that to Melissa Stars. Melissa played super, confident playing. I was looking for nice tempo changes, which she had for the 3 tunes that she played. One thing you can maybe add, and everybody could do the same here, was maybe a little bit more dynamics to get a little bit light and shade in your playing. So in 3rd place, I've given that to Melissa Stars. Well done, Melissa. In 2nd place, I presented that to Mia Mccallum. Mia played 2 tunes this time, and again, very positive playing. Nice swingy Thistle of Scotland, so well done on that one. Maybe one thing, Mia, is when you're playing, you just take a little bit of time for the phrasing. So if you finish one part of a tune, just a little breath and then carry on again. But absolutely super playing regardless. So in 2nd place we have Mia, and then in 1st place for the under 10s, I gave that to Seren Campbell. Seren played 3 tunes and super playing. Great posture, great bow control, and it was very good to see vibrato, certainly at the young age, in your slow air, and a good use of 3rd position also. Super swinging in the headlands, great use of dynamics, and nice controlled tune changes. So in 1st place we have Seren Campbell, but well done everybody that took part. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Seren Campbell. Today I'm going to be playing Mrs. Jamison's favourite, The Headlands and the Barrowburn Reel.
If you're looking for something to gar you grand fae lug to lug, then the under 7 category is the een for you. Fit a rare time ahead, listening to the wee bairns doing their recitals. It's recht bra to hear them speaking in their mother tongue. They come awa wee poems about mice and puppies and coos and snailies, floories and run-awa melons. A grand mix for you to enjoy. Elke een of them is just rare. But it's my job to pick the winners. So the top 3 are, in 3rd place, Lana Achne, wi her rendition o a limerick, Wealdeen Lana. In 2nd place is James Weir, wi his poem about a snailie. In 1st place, wi a bouncy, full of fun rendition o our wee poem, is Robin Coots. Wealdeen Robin, and Wealdeen to Abdi. It was rare to listen to you, and I hope you'll all hud at it and come back to the competition year after year.
Hello, my name is Robin and I'm going to do the puppy dog one. So, I headed off a puppy dog. He pedalled on a map. So a miller kicked to oot and knew he hear cat.
Piano 12 and under, Harvey Chalmers. Thank you, Harvey. It was a confident and an accurate performance. Well done. Your first piece, it was a good tempo for a waltz, but remember that this is a dance. Try and make the piece flow as if you're playing it for people to dance to. Your second piece was quite short, but you knew it really well and you transitioned well into it from your waltz and then into your final piece. Well done, good work. And then your third piece, another confident performance. Well done. Take care not to speed up though, you finished a little bit faster than you began. You know this set really well, Harvey. Have a look now at trying to add some ornamentation, some wee little twiddles, to make it truly a traditional performance. Well done, keep up the good work, Harvey. Piano, 12 and under, Jenna Johnston. This was a lovely performance, Jenna, with some promising flair in your second piece particularly. Piece 1 was a fluent and confident performance with some delicate ornamentation and clear phrasing. You know this piece well, Jenna, and play very nicely. Some additional dynamic contrast would bring out the feeling in the piece further. Piece 2, this was a great choice for the second piece. I liked it very much. The rhythms in the left hand are tricky. Take care to ensure that you're always accurate. Equally, there are a lot of notes to fit in with your right hand in some places, and you tackled this admirably with only the odd slip. Watch your change into the second section in line 2. Don't let the semiquavers put you off. But the second time you played this piece through, you played much more confidently and it flowed much better. Well done, Jenna. And the winner of the 12 and under piano competition this year is Jenna Johnston. Well done, Jenna.
Aye, fit like. Caroline Fowler here for Bucky, and I'd like to read a poem that I'd written for the Altgowrie Doric competition, and it's called For Her Majesty the Queen. Our Doric flag is fleeing for Her Majesty the Queen, the longest serving monarch us nations ever seen. Wasna all just 25, yon royal croon gied on her head, celebrating 7 decades neath the blue, fight and read. I'd been asked to do a favour for Her Majesty the Queen, as she files gets in a snorrel wee fit some Doric words div mean. I screeved in his lasty, till at her came just fit was fit. A gweed curran o all foreign words for our Scottish loving Brit. Ingans, tatties and yalla fish for Her Majesty the Queen. Steert wi a drop o' milk, sign losh our local hot cuisine. Neist friendly greetings, aye, fit like, sign spear, foos your doos. We've nae so mony corgis, rather gows and heeling coos. A fancy piece and fly cup for Her Majesty the Queen, where Ketley's hot run on the bank, nae seener shed than Dean. Skoskies, belly button softies, a feast for our vera een, and timmers full wi' danner ower the bonny braes o' fair Strathleen. Fine wee couthie shoppies for Her Majesty the Queen, a puckly coxy doodle's note for family and best freen. Ramish roon, spilt for choice, he turrant tapsel teary, nae trock, fine na, gowden treasures, a wheel fard whig maleery. Noo, 2-3 words o' wisdom for Her Majesty the Queen. Mine, heist your quites abeen your queets, birlin in your buchelt sheen. Balmoral Castle Gillies Ball, for ye hucht in bygone years. Ich some reels fun abody switing ower the blears. 96 sparkling cunnels for Her Majesty the Queen. Files meer foenert, meer verfochen than east to be ye streen. Eyes warn Jock Thompson's bairns ken her friendly turn o' phrase. Deen royal duties mairner wheel in peace and war-torn days. Say please, be upstannin', heast your glass for Her Majesty the Queen, who oft the hale world o'er she's used her diplomatic safety preen. Weel deserved grand royal banquet, nae just tatties through the brie. Heartfelt felicitations, ma'am, on us, your platinum jubilee. Schlang gevaar. Cheery bye.
So I'll move on to the 13 and under singing class, which was another fantastic class to judge. We had some really great songs in there as well. In 3rd place, I have Ethan, who sang Donald Furs Your Trousers. Ethan, you told this story really well, and I really enjoyed the expression and actions that you included in your performance of this, and you sang this song at a really good pace. In 2nd place, I've got Kirsty, who sang Now Westland Winds. Kirsty, you've got a lovely, powerful voice. You sang this song at a really nice pace with a lot of expression, and you sang very clearly with a really good amount of diction in your voice as well. So well done, Kirsty. And in 1st place, I've got Ellen, who sang The Women o' Dundee. Ellen, you told this story really well. You had great phrasing in your voice. You sang at a really good pace. You had so much feeling and expression for what you were singing, and you had a really powerful, strong voice that carried the song really well. Well done.
Hello, I'm Ellen Larg, and I will be singing The Women o' Dundee by Sheena Wellington. Knew the men they weren't lazy, but the work was hard to find. The parish and the mainstays they'd to face. But a lass's hands are nimble and a lass's wages sma', so the women o' Dundee worked in their place. And the wailing o' the bummer and the clock and o' the limbs brought the women o' Dundee o' to their beds. And they walked in mills and factories and they rocked 375, and the women kept the bairns o' Dundee fed. Now my mother and my granny and my auntie Anna went to the mills a day they left the squeal. They didn't work for freedom, independence or the rest, they just worked to get some kitchen to their keel. And the wailing o' the bummer and the clucking o' the limbs brought the women o' Dundee o' to their beds. And they walked in mills and factories and they rocked 375, and the women kept the bairns o' Dundee fed. Now the rhythm o' their living was the clacking o' their limbs, their health and youth and strength was lost to jate. But the weavers and the spinners and the winders o' Dundee had the spirits that the hard times didn't bate. And the wailing o' the bummer and the clacking o' the limbs brought the women o' Dundee o' to their beds. And they walked to mills and factories and they rocked 375, and the women kept the bairns o' Dundee fed. Now you may boast a noble lineage, or sing o' your healing clan, or hail some gallant chief wha shares your name. But my line's as good as ony, and I'm very proud to say it was fae a Dundee weaver that I came. And the wailing o' the bummer and the clacking o' the limbs brought the women o' Dundee o' to their beds. And they walked to mills and factories and they rocked 375, and the women kept the bairns o' Dundee fed. And the women kept the bairns o' Dundee fed.
Well, hello folks. I hope you're all enjoying the Keith Festival this weekend. It's my first time here and it's been fantastic, and it's been a pleasure to adjudicate the accordion section, the solo accordion, and a very difficult job because the standard's been incredibly high. And as I've said before, that different adjudicators are looking for different elements, I'm sure. But for myself, the first and foremost one I want to see is somebody really enjoying themselves. And you can tell that from their body language as well when they're playing, that they're just enjoying themselves. Looking for a technical side, just to make sure that things are going. Bellow controls, and really important one to a nice smooth bellow control I always like to see. And these players have been doing that today. Fantastic tuition. Well done to the teachers as well, because you're bringing these people through to become the next generation of very, very good players. So I was always looking for that bit of technique. Tempos are also really important, I think. Something gets too fast, I think it gets lost completely. So it's nice to hear controlled tempos, and the players in this section today both did that. They've controlled exceedingly well their tempos. Really, really nice playing. And really that's about it, so we'll get on with it. And in second place today was Abby Christie, and in first place was Finn Hope. So I hope you enjoy hearing them. I'm sure you can hear them online. The fantastic melodies both of them were playing. So well done everybody, keep smiling and keep playing.
Well, just as you would expect, we had 4 grand recitals of 4 grand poems in the senior section. I was hardly anything to separate them, and maybe it comes down to personal taste in the hinnerin. So here's my decision. In 3rd place is Gary Stewart, We Drumdelgi Nae Mair. Well done, Gary. In 2nd place was Natalie Chalmers, We Teen Short. And in 1st place is Gary Cool, We Iwateri. Well done to all the contestants, and thanks to Keith Festival for inviting me along to be a judge. I had a rare time listening to all your recitals. For the talent there is out there. For the wee bairns, right through to them that are maybe a bit more mature. Thanks again, and long may your festival thrive.
Urwatri by Samuel Cool. Isn't nothing fine and comfy new? There's even carpets in the loo. But 60 year ago and more, the Watries were sae caul and bare. Nae fancy coloured toilet roll, nae bonny pot, a timmer hole. You'd nae on a carpet here, just cracked waxcloth on the flare. A timmer sheddy, 6 by 4, leaning like a Eiffel Tower, and for howling wind blew in. The reef, a roosty sheet of tin. The WC for water closet, you spend nae time in your deposit. For legs, there was nae comfort there, and caul and bits you had to bear. Full water closet, that beat me, for ilkine was dry, you see. The fancy pot a stable pail, I'll nae ging into mere detail. Upon the wa hung up with threed, the People's Friend was there to read. It had been torn up into squares, so you just sat there and said your prayers. The seat was off a roch and cracket, and files you'd find your hinnerein hacket. You jerk it up your drawers and sark, 5 minutes new we're back to work. Oh, but nowadays, they sit for ages, hosting and turning over pages. A cosy place to sit and smoke, a soft seat, easy on the dock. I dinna want all Watries back, but Lord be here the time they talk. There maun be oor and oor lost new, we gieing folk a comfy loo.
Hi, this is Moira Stewart, and I'd like to do an entry for the traditional singing for the Keith Festival. My song today is The Queen Among the Heather. as I gaed out on a bright summer's morn, over lofty hills, moorlands and mountains, it was there I met a bonny lass, while I wi' others was out a hunting. No silks nor satins did she wear, neither had she hat, nor had she feathers, but her golden curls and ringlets fair in gentle breeze lay round her shoulders. Now I said, Bra lassie, why roam your lane? Why roam your lane among the heather? She said, my feathers are waffy hame, and I'm herding all his yows together. Now I said, Bra lassie, gan ye'd be mine, I would hae ye lain on a bed o' feathers, in silks and satins ye will shine, and you'll be my queen among the heather. She said, kind sir, your offer's good, though weel I ken it was meant for laughter, for I ken ye are a rich squire's son, and I'm a poor lame shepherd's daughter. Oh, but had ye been a shepherd loon, a herding sheep on yonder valley, or had ye been a plowman's son, wi' all my heart I would hae looed ye. Now we baith sat down upon the plain, we sat a while and we talked together, and we left her sheep for to stray their lane, while I wooed my queen among the heather. Now I hae been to halls, and I hae been to balls, I hae been to London and Balwhidder, but the bonniest lassie that ever I spied, she was herding yows among the heather. The Queen among the heather. Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is the adjudication for the senior fiddle section of the Keith Festival TMSA. Here we had 3 entries for this competition, and it doesn't make my job any easier as an adjudicator to place them. What I was looking for was the thought process for the tunes, how to link the tunes from one to the other, tone quality, technique towards the tunes, and we had some various tunes. We had some slow airs, marches, reels, and then we had, what did we have? We had slow strathspey, hornpipes and reels. And it was very, very close to call this one. So we'll just go ahead and give the adjudication. So in 3rd place, I would like to place Cassie Findlay. Cassie, great performance, absolutely super. All your tunes were played really, really well. The confident playing, a good posture, vibrato, ornamentation within your march, spot on. I would like to maybe have seen a little bit more of dynamic range just to enhance the tune with light and shade. But apart from that, very, very well controlled and enjoyable performance. So well done, Cassie, in third place. Second place, I would like to give that to Abby Nye. Again, slightly different tune choice here. We had a slow suspect, played very, very well. Going into a beautiful swingy hornpipe, and then picking up a very difficult tune called The Morning Moon. Again, played exceptionally well. So second place, we've got Abby Nye. And in first place, I would like to place Rhiann Matthew. Rhiann, beautiful playing, super control throughout, slow air, vibrato is beautiful. Going into your march, driving march with, again, super ornamentation, swingy reel, very well controlled, excellent performance from start to finish. So in first place for the senior fiddle section, I've placed Rhiann Matthew. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and thank you very much to all our entries.